Ladies and gentlemen, Africa has delivered yet another cinematic masterpiece, and this one comes with action, comedy, betrayal, and an ending so predictable you could see it coming from the moon. President Umaro Sissoco Embaló of Guinea Bissau, the man who banned his main opposition and then confidently declared himself winner of an election only 3 days old, has now been stylishly escorted out of his own office by the very people supposed to protect him. Ladies and gentlemen, democracy tried to speak, but Embalo pressed mute. The plot is simple. Embalo woke up this morning still the self-appointed champion of an election he practically ran alone. By afternoon, soldiers were redecorating his office and reminding him that political arrogance has a very short shelf life. It's almost poetic. He banned the competition, declared himself victor, and still got overthrown. That's like cheating in an exam and still managing to fail. Historic behavior. Gunfire echoed around government buildings, soldiers stormed state TV, and the military announced they were now running the country because on this continent, power rotates between politicians, generals, and the weather. Borders closed, elections paused, democracy put on airplane mode, Africa delivers once again. But let's not pretend we are shocked. Guinea-Bissau has experienced so many coups, the military probably has a loyalty card, Coup 10, get one free. At this point, the army commanders might as well list temporary presidents on their CVs. And the political class, they treat elections like a raffle draw, only they are allowed to win. Embalo's downfall was never about today. It was a slow-motion crash that began the moment he blocked the opposition and started printing his own victory in advance. A ballot with no opponent is not an election, it's a karaoke. And Embalo was singing alone until someone unplugged the mic. Now, the country sits in the familiar waiting room of African politics. Will the soldiers restore order or install new chaos with better branding? Those two phrases often sound the same, especially when spoken by a man in camouflage holding a microphone he wasn't invited to hold in the first place. Meanwhile, citizens of Guinea-Bissau, the real victims of this never-ending political soap opera, are once again watching their leaders play musical chairs while the economy stays in intensive care. Politicians argue, soldiers intervene, and the ordinary person still wonders why the price of rice is rising faster than the number of military press conferences. Regional bodies will issue their usual reaction. We are deeply concerned. Translation, we don't know what to do, but we want to sound serious. And the international community will respond in its classic function, with strongly worded PDFs that nobody reads. So here we are again, another African leader who believed he could outrun accountability, only to be tripped by the very system he tried to manipulate. The caste changes, the uniforms change, the flags may also change, but the storyline remains painfully identical. Guinea-Bissau has entered another season of Who Wants to Be President, where the answer is always everyone, except the voters. Ladies and gentlemen, before you go, make sure you share this video so that Africa can learn. Don't forget to subscribe and put your comments below.